Hello guys, welcome to another session. In this session, we are going to look into arrays find method. So let's jump into the Visual Studio Code to understand find method of array. So in our previous session, we have looked into reduce method, which we used for calculating the running total. Now let's understand what actually the find method of array is. So as the name suggests, find is used to find the value within the array. So same like other method, find also accept function as a parameter and where you perform find operation on each of the element. So let's understand with an example. Suppose that if we are having an array const myArray and here we need to specify some value 5, 30, 50, 90, 100. So this is my array. Now I want to find the number which is greater than 50. So let's write the code. So we will tell that const found equal to myArray dot find and I want to pass all the individual elements as a parameter and here I will write the body and I will tell that return element which is greater than 50. Save it. Once we have written this, let's console log it. Console.log found. Let's jump into the browser to see the output. Then you will find it over here. It has returned only 90. Why is it so? This is because find works like this. Whenever it finds the first element which meets the criteria and it returns that element and then it stops. So you must be asking that what is the use of such function which is not returning all the values and it is returning only the first occurrence. So this function comes very handy while designing certain feature. Let's understand it. Suppose a scenario where you want to add a feature in this application where whenever you want to add any new fruit, then it will check that whether this fruit is exist within the list or not. If it exists in list, then it will return us the fruit is already being into the list. But suppose the fruit is not existing, then it will add that fruit over here. So such kind of functionality we can easily build with find method, which helps us to get the information about existing item within the array. So let's design this feature into this application. So what we will design, we will pass any fruit which is not exist over here, then it will be appended to this actual price list, and over here if it is existing into this list, then it will give us the message that the fruit is already into the list. So let's jump into the Visual Studio Code to write the logic. So first we will remove all this thing. Now the first step, we need to grab the button reference. Here we are having the button over here. So this is our button. I want to grab this and I want to attach the event listener which we have already seen earlier. I'm going to utilize that session knowledge over here. So how we can grab the button information? So we need to tell that const button equal to document dot query selector, and within that I have only one button, so I can directly refer this, save it. Now what is the next step? So next step, I have selected the button. I want to attach the event listener so that on click of the button all this thing will happen. So let's do it first. We will tell that button dot add event listener. On which event we need to do? I want it is being done on the click event, and then what thing I want to perform? I need to specify all those things within an arrow function. So here I need to specify that. Now anybody is coming to our application is writing the value, clicking on the button. So first what we need to do, we need to grab the reference of the text box so that we can retrieve the value which is being typed into the text box. So let's jump into the HTML, and the ID of the text box is text fruit. I'm going to use this one. So here I need to specify const. I will create the same variable like this, and I will tell that document dot get element by ID, and I need to pass the element ID over here. Once this is being done, now the next step, we need to also grab the reference of this actual price UL list so that after validating the thing it should be added over here. So let's do it. We need to tell over here const, and I will tell that ULF equal to one variable I am going to create document dot query selector, and this time I am going to grab the class name because we have two UL things. So I will grab the class to get the reference of this UL. Make sure that you will providing dot over here. Now the next step, we need to grab the value of this text box which is being entered. So how we can grab it? We will tell that there is one variable I am going to create, that input fruit equal to text fruit, and I want to grab the value. So I will tell that value. Now I grab the input fruit name. Now in our program we are having this fruit ball, so I want to check that whether the name of the fruit is exist within this array or not. So how we can do that? Let's write it. We need to write a function expression to check this. So let's do that. We will tell that const, and we will tell that get fruit, and I want to check the fruit ball. So I need to write fruit ball dot find. So here I am going to use the find method, and within that I will pass each of the individual element as a parameter, and within that I need to return the name of the fruit dot name if it is matching with the input fruit which user has written. Both are matching, so it will return that element. Let's console log it. Now save it. Let's jump into the browser. So now we need to write it over here, grapes, and after that I will click on add more. So it should be printed over here. It should return us the found item. Click on it. So you will see it here. It has returned that object which contains the name grapes and all other information, all other properties. So it is finding it. But when you provide any value which is not there, like banana, then it will return us undefined. So now what we will do, we will create a function and we will validate this information and return us true or false. So let's create that function. Now we will create another function expression and we will tell that const is fruit exists. If it is exist, it should return us true or false. So I am going to declare an arrow function over here, and within that I will check that if get fruit equal to undefined, then return me true, and if it is not, and if it is existing, then it will return me false. So now what I will do, I will use this function and I will design the logic which will append the li element as per this condition. So let's do it. So I am going to check this if is fruit exist, and within that I am going to, if it exists, then alert fruit dollar, and the value we are going to have over here, input fruit, grab it, input fruit is already in list, save it, else we will create the li tag. So how we will do that, let's look into that. So to create any element which we have already seen, that I'm going to declare a variable li equal to document dot, there is a method called create element, and within that I am going to tell that I want to create li element and I want to set the attribute, set attribute id, and I am going to keep the value, and the value I am going to keep the value is input fruit, input fruit over here. And now I will append the text. So how I can append the text, I will tell that li dot append child, and here within that I need to specify document dot create text node, and within that I will again pass the value which I have given into the text box. So that is our input fruit. Afterwards, once it is being done, I will append the li to ul tag. So how we will do that, ul dot append child li. So I have written it. So let's jump into the browser to see the output. So here close this one. So let's check for peach first. Write peach, add more. So it is not doing anything. I believe some error we are having. Press F12. Then we will find that it is telling that get fruit is not defined. Let's look into that. So here we have done a mistake. See here, we have created a variable get fruit. This f is small and this one I have kept it camel casing. So let's change it. And along with that, we have also done some mistake over here. If I am going with this condition, then it should be not equal to undefined, and then it will do the required expected thing. So let's jump into the browser. Now close this one, refresh it. First check that the item which is existing, like peach, add more. So peach is already in list. Now try with banana, add. So it is adding. So this way we can easily design such features. So now we have seen that how we can utilize the find method of an array, and we have designed a very nice useful feature for an application. So now you can understand that why to use the find method of an array object. So on this note, I am stopping over here. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.